Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shufa. I know I always say I'm back. I've been saying this for like 3 times this year, but this time I've made a promise to myself that I'm gonna come back here with a bang. I'm gonna come back with a video every day this December, because December is my anniversary month, and probably I've been out of YouTube since I got married. So I got married last year on 18th December 2021, and since I got married, there's a story that I put up the question tags on Instagram and asked you guys what you'd want to know. I put this immediately after the wedding, but I don't quite remember everything because I didn't take notes of everything. It was in the previous phone that I was using, and I think I took a screenshot, but I don't have it all. But anyway, I'll be answering one by one questions, the ones that I do remember. Though if you feel like you had a question and it hasn't been answered yet, and you feel like you want it answered or you want to address it, you can put it down in the comment section. So today I'll answer the question, how I told my parents I want to get married, because I got the few questions that I remember are like, for how long did you date, how did you guys meet, and this story was featured once in the Parents magazine. If you follow me on Instagram, you will see I posted it sometime back in April 2021. So this story was posted in the Parents magazine. But if you want it now verbally from my mouth and his mouth, I'll find a day where both of us are available. If he's okay being on camera, then I'll ask him to come here, and we will talk about how we met or where we met or the whole thing. So among the few questions were like how we met, how long we dated for, how did I tell my parents I want to get married, and how was the whole process, like the wedding process and everything. So today I'll talk about how I told my parents I want to get married. So I got married on 18th December 2020. Sorry, that is last year. And today being the 1st of December 2021, it's 18 days to my anniversary. It's my anniversary month. So I was 26 years old in 2020. And around April, during Ramadan, around the end of April, my mom, for the first time ever in my 26 years of life living with her, my mom came to me and told me that there is a suitor for me, that one of my aunties, her cousin, had asked, is asking for a suitor for her student. That my mom's cousin is a teacher, so she had a student whom she taught when the kid was young, and now he's a big boy. Now the boy is a big man and he wants to marry. And she actually didn't contact my mom directly. She contacted my mom's sister, their firstborn, because like apparently my mom's sister has more daughters. My mom only has me, so my mom's sister has like older daughters who are my cousins. So my auntie, the mom's cousin, contacted my mom's sister and asked her if there is a suitor for is it a kid? Can I call him a kid, please? You will know why. For the student, Sawa. So the auntie, now my mom's sister, referred her to my mother, and she was like, I don't have any daughters yet who are ready to marry, because one of them is getting married in August. Last year August, one of my cousins got married. So she's like, one of them is getting married in August, and one of them is older, the other one is not ready, and all that. So when they came to my mom, it was like the first approach ever, the first time we were talking about this. She came to me, to my room, and we had the marriage conversation for the first time. And she told me the whole story, like there's a guy who wants to marry. She told me he doesn't have a mom, the mother died, he stayed with his father in Kitui, so his dad is in Kitui, and he stays in Mombasa now because he works in Mombasa. And then I went like, how old is he? Then she's like, he's 23. And I'm like, what? That's a red flag. Not because I couldn't get married to someone younger than me, but he's a stranger. I did not fall in love with a person who is younger than me. It would have been easier if I knew him before, maybe from places, and I had decided that we're gonna get through this. But now he's a stranger, and I'm getting into this, and I don't know his values. First of all, he's not from here. He's not from Mombasa. He doesn't know the kind of work I am doing. I would appreciate if someone is from Mombasa, even if he was a stranger, because he'd understand where I work, where I come from, what I do. You understand? Because right now, if I tell someone probably maybe about Swahili pot, there's one thing you know about it. There's one thing you've heard about. The and the work dynamics were a bit complicated, like undefined working hours. We work every day, all the time, everywhere, you understand, and all that. So, like, having a stranger as a husband, I do not know how much religious he is, and the way my work is majorly based in social media, the way I put myself out there. I'm so loud. It doesn't necessarily mean my face or body or images or whatever, but like I have a voice out there, and thinking that having a person who has been brought up somewhere else, and they don't know me, they don't know I have an active life in the socials, and then just having them come into my life isn't a thing. I wouldn't want to try. And that was not the only reason. The main reason also is because I had already promised someone's son that I'm gonna be with them forever. And it was like days old. I just come from telling someone that I love you and I'd love to be with you forever, and let's do this, let's get through this, let's plan marriage, let's get married. You understand? So even if I didn't have the person, these are other reasons that would have stopped me from marrying this guy. So I didn't answer my mom properly. I just nodded my head. I shook my head, and she went away. So the following day, she came back to my room, and she's like, "Okay, I'm here for an answer. Are you ready to answer me?" And I was like, I said no. She said, "No, you didn't say no." I'm like, "Yes, I did say no. This person is younger than me." And she's like, "You know what? Times are moving, times are changing, and we're not getting any younger." So that statement, "we're not getting any younger," I'm like, wow, mom, you know my age. So you've never talked to me about marriage until now. What was it? Why haven't you ever asked me? So like, if it's okay if you are refusing, but give me a valid reason. Of course, probably if you have someone. So immediately she said that. I nodded. Like, yes, I have someone. She said, okay. She went away. So in my heart, I'm thinking I've already disclosed. I have found a moment to open my heart and speak out the things that I have been so much scared of, because I didn't know how I would open up to her, because we've never talked about marriage. We've never talked about anything for adults, anything concerning adults. According to her, I'm still a kid then. So after telling her that, I went back to this guy and texted him. I'm like, "Hey, can you speak to my mom?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yes, are you ready to talk to my mom?" He's like, "Yeah, I am. Why?" And I'm like, wow, he just said yes before asking why. I'm like, "Yeah, because this and this has happened." And so the first day, obviously, I told him, "My mom has told me this and this and this." So he asked me, "What did you say?" And I said, I said no. So the following day, I'm like, "Can you talk to my mom?" He's like, "Why?" And I'm like, because I've told him that the reason why I'm refusing her proposal is that I have promised someone else's son. And he was like, "Okay, fine, let's do this. We're getting there." Yeah, so both of us were excited but nervous at the same time. Okay, just tried to comb my eyebrows because I noticed that I just looked at myself through the viewfinder, and I noticed that I actually look. My eyes are reddish. My eyebrows look like I'm a homeless kid. Just so you know, it's 10:50 p.m. People are supposed to be sleeping, but I am dedicating this to my YouTube for my anniversary month because I am excited and I want to do this, and I'm hoping to like upload a video almost every day until 18th of December. Hopefully. Okay, so I'm back. So then now I explained to him, and he's like, fine, I am ready. It's okay, no problem. As long as you're sure of what you're saying, I am sure too. I wouldn't want to play games with you. So now my mom went away, the story died. I have refused, majorly because of age and because I have someone else. And in my head, I'm assuming she has taken this very seriously. So then months passed. That was May. So in June, July, one of our friends passed away. Um, may her soul rest well. So as we were traveling to bury her, this guy, my now husband, had my profile, had my photo, like the photo of us as his profile picture. So then his mom saw it, and then his mom asked him who that is, and he explained to his mom that this is my girlfriend and I'm planning to marry her. So the mom was curious and excited, and the mom was like, I want her phone number. So that day that I was traveling for burial, he calls me and tells me, my mom has asked for your phone. No, I gave my mom your phone number. I'm like, yeah, she asked for it. I'm like, what? How? Like, she saw your photo on my profile pic, on my WhatsApp profile pic, and she asked for your number. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm scared. So the same day she calls me, and we talked. She introduced herself. We talked. It was so casual, cool. Like, where are you coming from? How are you doing? So he's told me that, yeah, you guys want to get married. And I'm like, yeah, I'm saying yes, but I was so nervous. And I'm like, yeah. So I'm on the phone. Like, they told me that you guys want to get married. I'm like, yes. I'm like, are you ready? I'm like, yes. Have you told your parents? I'm like, my mom knows, but my dad doesn't know. And she's like, okay, fine, guys, just take your time. Be sure of what you want to do. Just check on your goals, cross check on your goals again. Be careful with each other, but do not rush things. Also, do not keep it for so long before you get into zina and all that. She advised me. She gave me good advice. So all that moment, I was like, oh my god, this is serious and it's happening. So going back home, like some weeks later, I really started getting nervous because now I'm talking to this lady, this beautiful woman, my now mother-in-law, and I'm like, nobody at home knows. Nobody has ever talked about it again, and nothing is happening. But from his side, things are happening. So I one day, my dad is a very good storyteller. I think I take it from him. So one day I was going shopping with my dad to the market, Congoea. I usually enjoy like walks with him because I love listening to what he says. So he started a story about like he went on a trip. So as he was telling me his story, I'm listening, and I'm thinking today he's in a good mood. I think I can tell him something. So as we got home, we didn't get to the end of his story. So now the following day, we were left home alone because it was during COVID. So like all institutions were banned. Some other working places were open, but we, especially him and I, were affected by COVID. My workplace was closed. He was also not going to work as often as usual. So we were left home alone. So as we were home alone, I he wanted to go on with his stories, and I noticed he was also in a good mood the following day. So I started off, and I was like, so before you continue with your story, I also have a story to tell you. And he's like, mm-hmm. So I'm like, so there's a guy who said he wants to marry me. And he's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah. There's a guy who said he wants to marry me, and he's talked to his mom. He's already told his mom about this. But the reason why I'm informing you is because his mother already called me. I already talked to the mother. So I'm realizing it's serious. It's more serious than I thought. It looks like it's more, as in it's sooner than I had thought of. So now, because he has respected me enough to introduce me to his mother, I'm just telling you in advance so that it doesn't become a surprise when they decide they're coming over to ask for my hand in marriage. But kindly do not tell anyone, because I'm not sure of anything yet. I'm just informing you because I've talked to the mother, and I wouldn't want to surprise you, but at the same time it's secret. So my dad went like, it's okay, your secret is safe with me. So, well, he also asked me about like what's his name, what does he do, where does he stay, blah blah blah. I really got excited because he seemed concerned and interested. The thing that put me down with my mom, she didn't ask me anything concerning this person when I told him I have a person. But now with my dad, he asked questions, and I was so excited, like, wow, he's taking it serious. So it's happening. Yo, I'm glowing, it's hot. So that day, it I felt like I've put the whole world below me, because I felt like I was carrying this world for almost a month. So after saying that, I felt so good. I felt like now the world is down there. That is how it happened. Actually, it was that easy. So when I tell people, I told my dad first before telling my mom. People are thinking, huh, how close are you with my dad? I just checked his mood. I just checked, and of course, we bonded. We had a lot of time to bond during the COVID period. So then, after like 2 or 3 days, my mom comes back to my room and is like, baby, umwambie babako atakuolewa. Like, I told you that you're getting married. Like, yeah. Like, oh, kwa nini? Kwa nini umwambie? I'm like, see, I also told you there is a guy, but you never took me serious. Ah, I thought you were just shutting me down because I was asking you about someone else. And I'm like, no, mom, I'm serious. Like, ah, you said. So my mom started getting excited in the form of kind of scared, because now there's a man involved, then he should come if it's very serious. Because now that there's a man involved, if this stays for more than 6 months, my friend, munafanya nini? What are you guys doing? So like she kept on asking me every day, when are they coming? When are they coming? When are they coming? I'm like, I don't know. So one day in September, she asked me to invite him home so that he can meet my parents. And she was like, it's okay, you can tell him if he's scared, he can come with anyone, a brother, a friend, a cousin, whatsoever. But he came alone. He came home, met my parents for the first time in September. He went back to his people and told his parents, the dad and the family. In October, they came. I got engaged, and in December we got married. If you want to know more about the wedding planning process, maybe the marriage planning process, how it all went, maybe of course, and how we met, where we met, how we fell in love, how we dated. I don't know what you guys, if you guys are still interested in that, because last year when I got married, most of you were, but now I don't really remember everything. Just put it down in the comment section below. If you love my stories and you'd want more of this, you can tell me in the comment section below. I really appreciate you guys waiting on me for this long. I know I've been MIA, and I always say I'm back, and then I'm not back. Well, I'm still learning this new life. It's a ghetto, yo. But it's beautiful, alhamdulillah. I know I look, I don't know what, on my first appearance here, but it's at night. It's already 11 and I'm super tired, but I've dedicated because I told myself I want to do this. If I don't do this today, I'm gonna postpone probably until next year. So I'm glad I'm back, and I hope you're all happy to have me back. I just didn't remember to welcome you if you're new here. My name is Shufa, and I know after this you're gonna be to watch all my other videos. Kindly, when you're done watching and you love them, show me that you love them. Make me recognize you, and choose to stay. I'm helping you decide. Choose to stay. Subscribe to my channel. I will appreciate because I'm bringing more videos. I have a lot of videos that I haven't edited, and I'm planning to edit them and upload them, inshallah. So do not go. Stay. Choose to stay. I love you all so much. Take care of yourselves. See you in the next video.